Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In the recent balance patch, Rexxar was buffed, so now Rexxar's animal companion no longer has a cooldown, and explosive shot, the Huntsman rifle equipment was baked into explosive shot, so explosive shot now deals more damage, and Huntsman's rifle is redesigned, but it's not very useful, so you still don't want to use that. But this Rexxar buff got me really thinking about beast comps, because beasts have not been very strong in PvP as of late. But with the buffed Rexxar, I think there's some hilarious stuff that beasts can do now. I'm using Rexxar with Mama Bear's claws, so all the beasts will be bigger. Then I'm using the good old Trigore, using Backlash, using Razor Claw, and Trigore positioned to the right side of Rexxar, so all the animal companions will be summoned right next to Trigore. And that actually gives you pretty hilarious combinations because you can summon Misha if opponents are attacking, so then Trigore's Backlash will hit. You can summon Huffer if opponents are not attacking, because then Huffer is going to rush and then Trigore's Backlash gets to do action again. And on the right side of Huffer, I mainly use King Mukla, and I use Mukla with Refreshing Bananas here. I don't want Mukla's Big Brother, because Mukla's Big Brother would not synergize with Trigore. I can only have one Merc summoning minions next to Trigore. But Refreshing Bananas give additional +5 health, means that these bananas are actually acting as a pseudo heal, so I have some healing capabilities with this, even though it's a little bit random. And Mukla also has the advantage that Mukla can go dinner time on turn 2, getting taunt, and also because Refreshing Bananas, Mukla can get a lot of health, so Mukla can heal itself up and get taunt on turn 2, standing next to Trigore, so that also enables that Backlash to do even more things. In some of the fights, notably if there's a lot of blues around, then I might also use Xuen instead of Mukla, so Xuen with Celestial Chestplate and just pouncing into those blues together with Trigore's Backlash, it's going to deal so much damage. But Mukla is my main choice. On the bench I have Cookie with Appetizers, because again this is a comp that has a lot of melee action, so there's going to be a lot of damage and additional health helps with that. And then I have Blink Fox, but Blink Fox is not very useful here, so this slot can be used for pretty much anything. I was thinking that, hey, I want to bring some blue, and I would like to bring a blue beast, and there are not a lot of blue beasts. Blink Fox does have the advantage of having a lot of single target damage with buffed Arcane Fang, and also Mind Thief can get some really big abilities. So sometimes Blink Fox actually does pretty interesting things, especially in boss fights, if it happens to steal some boss abilities, and then it can get something done, but overall that is the least used mercenary in this comp. And the typical fight with this comp is Rexxar using Animal Companion for either Huffer or for Misha on turn 1, so either Rush or Taunt, Trigore going with Backlash, and Mukla attacking something with Banana Frenzy. Then on turn 2, Rexxar is either going to use Animal Companion again, or Rexxar might be using Explosive Shot. Animal Companions are going to attack at 4 speed, so if you have, for example, Misha still alive, you can queue the Misha action first, so the Misha will attack at 4 speed, maybe die off, Trigore gets to Backlash again, and then Rexxar can summon a new Animal Companion that's again going to stand next to Trigore. And Trigore for the most part is just going to Backlash pretty much every turn. Whereas King Mukla typically on turn 2, either Mukla is going to attack again with Banana Frenzy, or Mukla is going to become a taunt minion if needed. And I have some nice gameplay footage of this comp for you, showing some climbs and also showing some heroic bosses where this comp can really shine. Let's take a look at all of that in action. 32 damage is pretty important. And the Backlash. I think we're going for a Frenzy over there too. Let's see how this works. I don't think they're going to be shooting at Trigore. Alright, I was wrong. They are going to be shooting at Trigore. That was a problem. That's a problem. Shooting anywhere else would have been completely fine. Well, now 1 speed. Then a bunch of attacks coming in. Also very fast. Trigore does get to Backlash. And Mukla gets to taunt up. And I think we can push the Explosive Shot. Mukla is fast enough to taunt up, and because the bananas are the health bananas, and that means that they're going to be giving Mukla a lot of health. Trigore obviously a little disappointing right now after those 2 hits, but it's not too bad really, is it? I don't think it's too bad. We can Backlash here again. I just kill command this one away. Now that there's no speed. And give Trigore some extra attack for this turn. If these two are attacking into Trigore, they're only 14 damage. It's been a little clumsy, but nothing completely out of control. Shizan, hey, thank you. 50 months. Looking for the Arclight streams. Yes, I got into the beta. I did it. I got into the beta. Man, I have been pushing. I've been asking Blizzard. I've been contacting multiple people in Blizzard, using all the connections I have. There have been promises, but there have been nothing. There's been nothing tangible. But now there was the battle cry contest. I'm not sure, but I do have big expectations for Arclight Rumble. Obviously, now that I will have a chance to actually play with it, I will get a lot more experience with that. But big expectations. I'm really hoping that it's going to be some of that Blizzard magic. Like that really old school Blizzard. They take an idea that somebody else came up with. They don't do new ideas. That's not their thing. They will be able to take an idea that somebody else came up with, and they will be able to make it better. That would be so sweet.
Job's done.
I'm not going to summon more Huffers, right? Because this Huffer is going to die when it attacks. Now we're just going to Huffer. So videos do well for you on YouTube. Yeah, right now probably they wouldn't, if I made like videos right now. Because the game is in closed beta. There won't be nearly that much interest. But what yeah, I really don't know. I mean, how good YouTube is going to be for streaming. I guess it's sort of okay, but I don't know. YouTube streaming, like, the user experience of YouTube streaming tends to be weaker than that of Twitch streams. But it definitely has some things going for it. Yeah, great videos I can rewatch. I'm glad you have found them useful enough. Twitch gives the opportunity to reach out and ask questions like how many days until the next content for Mercs. I do not know yet, but I would say roughly 1 month. I do answer a lot of YouTube comments as well. Sad that I answer so many YouTube comments, because it tends to take too much time. And I've also been trying to see like how other people are doing it, and I don't see people answering that many YouTube comments in general.
Job's done.
So I probably answer too many. But I do try to answer, especially like questions. How much do I care about the cleave? What if I just hover? Just hover, lol. Let's see what happens. No. Why couldn't the hover hit one of the greens? Why oh why must it be this way? Well, now one of the greens is dead. Alright. Here comes the trample. Trample is 7 speed. Well, trample is only going to go off once, right? I think this is looking pretty good. Grey Mantle, hey, thanks for the sub. I think this is looking pretty good.
Job's done.
Let's go. Like, sure, you can do that. But then what? Cleave. Yeah, I'm just not worried about that cleave, you know? I'm just not worried. Pow pow! Thanks, Grey Mantle. I did go... This is heroic, right? Because that felt like one of the easier Kresh fights I've had. Alright, Beast team against heroic Lewis Phillips. So let's start by making a Misha over here and doing some backlashing, and I'm going to try the Banana Frenzy into that one. Let's go. Backlash. We have our taunt minion. Pow pow and pow pow and... and Lewis Phillips. And Lewis Phillips is taking a bunch of damage already. Rending Cleave coming in at 5 speed, that will not be enough because we have Huffer coming, we have this coming, we have everything coming. And that survives, I might as well dinner time here. So when it works, it just works. Boom. That was heroic Lewis Phillips with the beasts. Thank you for watching. Click like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and a special thanks to all of my Patreon supporters, YouTube members and Twitch subscribers who make all of these videos possible.